My name is Natalie, and today I'm going to be talking about Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. So you'll notice that a lot of things are different. One, I don't have a physical copy of the book. 2, I'm in a different place, and 3, I haven't been recording videos in a very long time. In my most recent uploaded videos on my channel, I said I would be going on a long hiatus, and while I didn't expect it to be quite this long, it has been this long, so I apologize. And also, as you can see, I'm not in my usual recording spot, so that's kind of why is I had to move to a different recording spot. Yeah, I'm in a different place, so cool. I just wanted to say I am really sorry that I haven't been uploading a lot of videos lately. I really appreciate all the people who've continued to comment, who've continued to watch videos, and who have continued to be very kind throughout this time while I haven't been able to record. I appreciate it all very much, and I hope you'll enjoy this video. While I have not had a lot of time to read lately, I have had plenty of time to audiobook, and let's just say I have gotten through about 5 audiobooks since the last time I recorded a video, which is a significant number. And the reason for this being is because I can do other things while I audiobook, so this has been great for me, and many of those books have been the Shatter Me series. And I was recommended this by a friend, and I said, okay, I'll try it out, and I've been absolutely loving it. Unfortunately, the next book that I need to read is not offered at the online library I've been listening to, so it's going to be a while till I get to read that book. But I can talk about the first one with very good certainty and very good detail. This will be a non-spoiler review, so there shouldn't be anything too spoilerific in this video, so not to worry if you haven't read the book. Shatter Me is a basically dystopian book with a lot of romance in it. It has the world kind of falling apart, but at the same time, the main character, whose name is Juliet, is trying to figure out her whole love life situation. This is because she has a unique gift, or curse, where she cannot touch people without hurting them. And the book is told in her point of view and is an I story, so first-person narrative. And basically what's happening is she's explaining her life as it goes, so this is a journal type of book. The reason I say this is when I was listening to the audiobook for the first time, I could hear this sound. This sound was Juliet crossing out what she had written. This is because it is told in a journal-like format, meaning that she is writing it as she goes and is crossing out things that she does not agree with. I think this is a very interesting way to tell a narrative. A lot of other people disagree, especially on Goodreads, which, by the way, quick plug, if you want to know what I'm reading and I haven't uploaded a video in a long time, I'm very active on my Goodreads, so please go check that out. Anyway, the story begins with young Juliet Ferrars as she is in a mental asylum. And she's kind of locked in, can't get around anywhere, and she has a very strict schedule. They give her food at this time, she has to take a shower at this time, and just everything is very much sequential. And she feels like she's trapped, she wants to get out, but she can't, and she almost doesn't have the will to live. But she's living, and she's trying her best, and the way that she communicates all her ideas is she writes them down. Hence why this is a journal narrative, as she's basically writing it down as the story goes, which is, I think, a very interesting narrative style. And yeah, she's trapped in here, but in one day, this guy comes into her living space, into her cell, basically, and she's told that she's going to have this guy as a roommate. And the two of them don't speak, don't do anything. She just kind of watches him and observes. But now she's got this curious male roommate, and she kind of has to figure out, well, what the heck am I going to do with this curious male roommate? And what's going to happen with my life here? And basically, the entirety of the story revolves around who is this roommate and what is he doing? And Juliet has to figure out what the heck is going on. The rest of the story follows Juliet as she tries to figure out more about her power, as well as how it'll affect others, because curiously, the man that is in her cell is immune to her touch, meaning that she can touch him, which she hasn't been able to do. If she tries to touch people, she kills them. And that's why her parents gotta send her away, and why they think she's crazy is because if she touches people, she basically kills them. So she's very deadly, and her deadly touch has made her be isolated from others. And really, this is an emotional growth story as Juliet tries to figure out how to deal with not being able to touch people, but also being able to touch this one person. I also mentioned that this is a dystopian story, as there is this group called the Reestablishment, and basically they are trying to take over the world, essentially, and try and control everyone, very much a dystopian feature, and there's a lot of interesting things that are happening with that. But I can't really say any more than that because that'll be spoiler territory. But basically, Juliet trying to figure out her powers, trying to figure out who this male is that is her roommate, and trying to figure out the deep and dark secrets of the world around her. Now, I know that that's a very broad summary and probably sounded, frankly, very boring. And yeah, I would probably be bored from that description too. Like, okay, girl with a guy in her cell and going crazy, yeah, that doesn't sound very interesting. And a lot of people actually DNF this book because they don't like the way it's written, or they don't like the story and they don't think it moves fast enough because it's very much in scene. So there's not a lot of explanation and exposition. There's a lot of scenes in which things are happening. And that is actually why I think it's very compelling, is that Julia's trying to tell a story and there's a lot of very interesting and I think very humorous scenes. What I love about this story and all of the rest in the series is that all of the characters are very believable, meaning that the way they talk, the way they act, what they think and say is all very much believable and in our grasp. It's not like they're saying these crazy, outrageous things that make absolutely no sense, or they're explaining the plot through their dialogue. No, it's very much that they're, I would say, almost horsing around, and I always laugh whenever this one particular character talks because I just love how believable it is, and very much feel like they're real people rather than just characters. Not only is the story and the characters believable, it's also very authentic and genuine, and I think just very heartfelt and very warming. I really love all the characters. I think they're very well developed. A lot of people disagree with that as well. They're like, these characters fall flat, and I think that's because they're just not used to the writing style. They think it's very juvenile, but I don't really agree with that. I think that the writing style was a specific choice to try and make these characters feel more authentic, make you really want to empathize with them, and I think that's more of a stylistic choice rather than poor writing. Others will probably say a completely different thing, but I personally really enjoy that. I find that if the characters match the type of writing, then that is good writing in that sense. There are examples of very poor writing with fairly good characters, and I can give a few, but I don't want to make people angry, so I won't. But they think that the narrative style of this story very much matches not only Juliet, who's telling the story, but also the other characters in the story. And it just feels very authentic, very genuine, and frankly makes me very happy. So if you're looking for just a story that's very heartfelt at its center and really character focused, this is the story for you. I would say that fans of the Red Queen will very much enjoy this series. By the way, quick question, would you all be interested in a Red Queen explanation / non-spoiler review? Anyway, that's pretty much Shatter Me. If you're looking for this really, again, heartfelt story about a young girl trying to figure out love while also not being able to touch people, this is the story for you. I must say that for all of these books, I listened to pretty much half of the book in one day. And these books were like 8 hours long, and I know that people can read books really fast, but I don't know about you, audiobooking can sometimes be hard for some people. I audiobooked these super quickly. They move very fast, fast-paced, really good interesting story, in my opinion. If you're just looking for that quick romance that you really just want to read with a little dystopian thrown in there, I don't know about you, those are two of my favorite genres. This is the story for you. So please, please, please read Shatter Me. It's really good. It's I really think a really good book series, really good narrative style for the writing that is in there and for the characters. So yeah, please read it. Anyway, I hope you all are having a great day. Again, I'm so sorry for not uploading videos that fast. I will try my best in the near future to keep uploading them. If you have more book recommendations for me or videos that you'd like me to make, like that Red Queen one I threw out there, please let me know. I will be hopefully trying to accommodate any requests. I know that I already have one for Dune. Unfortunately, I checked and the audio booking for that will take half of a year, so we're figuring that out right now. Anyway, if you have anything else that you'd like me to talk about, I will be more than happy to do so. So everyone, please have a great day, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye!